Hey everyone, Spectre here. Wanted to go over TRXC and a big lesson with regards to options, overnight action pre-markets. So let's jump right into it. The the charts now. All right, so here's TRXC, and so this last week I had it on the watch list. Got stopped here at 80.82, got long at 90, and then after the volume started coming back in, got back in on Friday, right? And per the watch list, my goal for this was to see that this hit $2 to $3. Okay. Now, take a look at the option contracts, right? So here's the action. So this pushed. I waited for a pullback into support, got long, pushed again, came down, got stopped on this action right here. Just had a stop limit order, came back up, and then it started grinding. And in the afternoon here, I was like, I think this is gonna clear these highs, and we're gonna potentially get a gapper into this week, right? And again, the target was $2 to $3. Okay, so now check out what happens with the option contract, right? So Friday, you could have got in between 10 cents, 15 cents, 20, 25 cents, okay? And so this is where I kind of started loading up because anticipating this big move. Now, what does one do, right? Because if you think about it, if you're in the $1 calls, when it hit 290, you could have sold it for $1.90, right? Or $1.80, $1.70, $1.50, something like that, right? But that's in pre-market. And you're sitting on these calls. And if you've got, let's say, 100 calls, right? That's cost basically, say, at 20 cents, 2 grand. And when it opened up in pre-market at, say, and ran up into 220, 250, 270 like this, just use 250. Those those 100 calls, you can sell that for 15 grand. Okay? But you can't, right? Because it's pre-market. So what do you do? Well, it depends on the broker you're at. Uh, I have this in this same trade in multiple at multiple brokers, and one of the brokers, Interactive Brokers, what I was able to do was right through the interface in pre-market at 1 o'clock, 1:30 my time, into this run up, I was able to exercise my options, and execute it immediately. So that converted those options immediately to shares. And then I just proceeded to sell. All right, this is 3 minute, right? So into this action right here, I was selling my shares. Now, what I would normally do is I would go short, right? I would have the calls and I'm protected. Even if it went to $4, if I'm going short here, I'm not going to lose, right? And if it drops, I'm going to make money on the short side. The problem is there were no borrows. And so I needed a plan B. And so my plan B was to exercise those options in pre-market and then sell those shares. So I sold all the way through here, gave it a chance to bounce in case we were going to get a run up in at 3, but it basically sold through here. And then for the balance, I once the other brokers opened up, I called them up, and this is what took me a while. Was I was calling the brokers and telling them I want them to execute my shares immediately because I didn't trust TRXC. I wasn't sure if it was going to come all the way back to 110, 120. I wasn't wanting to go red, but I was definitely wanting to sell and lock in those gains, right? Because that's, you know, 10, 20 grand or more. And I mean, it would have been great here because that would have been, probably another 15, 20, 30 grand. But on those other brokers, I wasn't able to do that. So, I did what I could do, or the best what I could do. And so just to manage the risk, I had to set a rule that if it breaks under 170, I'm going to sell. And that was the support here, and it came back up. and then dumped again and then ripped. And right into my watch list level here at 225. But my intent was to basically exit into this gap, whatever that was. So I kind of executed to that plan. I could have traded it a little bit better, but the important thing was, it was a great plan, great risk reward. I mean, risking, if you had 100 contracts at 20 cents, maybe risking 50% or 100% for a 10x gain. And so that was fantastic. And yeah, so this worked out pretty nicely. And I had a few more. I mean, it was good. Anyways, the important thing is the learning to not get trapped in I gotta wait till the open to take action. Okay. Um, and also have different brokers so you can do different things if you need to, right? And so yeah, so this worked out pretty well. Made it nice profits today on this. And another way to trade this was if with commons, right? And so I actually had grabbed some commons here as well on Friday and after hours, and was able to liquidate some of that into this push. So it worked out nicely. The Yeah, that was just terrific. So it's big takeaways. Um, you know, Sometimes you have these big gaps. You can exercise your options in pre-market and then sell the shares to lock in the profits. Um, and if you have borrows available, then go short and make money this way and cover up into the lows, and you still have your calls, and they're more than paid for, and you can ride the calls to see whatever they happen in the future for the week. So, anyways, that's TRXC, and wanted to just share about that technique for exercising options and selling the shares in pre-market, so you don't have to give up $1 of potential profit. Yeah. Um, and then if you just look at straight right here, this 60 cents to $1.20. So this was another nice opportunity here. Okay, so great. That's TRXC, and thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.